What we're going to watch in this clip is Warner's explanation as to why they can't do the OPAL 3-hour transfer. Okay, he's gonna explain it. Now, this is significant because what this really illustrates is why government is such a dismal failure. First of all, the rule itself is absurd because it states a transit district must conduct an equity analysis whenever there's a fare increase, and then they add a fare decrease. So right there, why would they have a rule requiring anybody to conduct an equity analysis in the case of a fare decrease? Well, I would obviously think that they're talking about a fare decrease for one particular segment of the transit population. Now, Trimet is saying they can't give the 3-hour transfer because they complained about Title VI, and I really don't understand how those two get together. He's going to have a lame-ass excuse. But think about it for a minute. Think about it. Okay, OPAL asked for a 3-hour transfer. They didn't ask for that for any subgroup of Trimet riders. They're asking for that for all Trimet riders. So obviously there's no violation of equity there because it would be for everybody who's using cash fare. So why would this even be an issue of equity? Because it's for everybody. And second of all, what is it exactly that Trimet is worried about with that? What happens if the FDA says you didn't conduct an equity analysis? Will they levy a $10 million fine on Trimet or something? I don't even understand the implications of what happens if Trimet didn't conduct the equity analysis. I happen to agree with OPAL completely. This is a smokescreen, and he says in this clip here that if they withdraw their Title VI complaint, he's going to allow them to take a vote on the 3-hour transfer. So I mean, it's obviously connected. There's obviously a tit for tat. In other words, we'll give you your vote on your 3-hour transfer if you remove your Title VI complaint. It's clear retaliation, and it's typical Trimet.
Equity analysis, regardless of whether it involves a fare increase or a fare decrease. So I think that's very important. If FDA concludes that transfer time is a fare change, which is what the OPAL complaint alleges, it would require Trimet to conduct the transfer equity analysis regardless of whether Trimet is increasing or decreasing the transfer times. Accordingly, if Trimet violated Title VI when it implemented the first ordinance, 323, and then adopted 332 without conducting the transit equity study, we'd actually be doing a second violation under what has been alleged by OPAL. So as the board discussed at its January 22nd meeting, under these circumstances, it would simply not be prudent or responsible to move forward with Ordinance 332 until FTA has provided guidance on this issue of first impression. And regarding the status of OPAL's Title VI complaint, on March 10th, 2014, Trimet did receive the notice from FTA, and we are going to be responding by April 11th, 2014 to let them know our side of what we think the issue is, and we will respond. And so the process is moving forward, but it will take a few months, I believe, for this to get resolved. So until then, Ordinance 332 will remain tabled. The other option, frankly, is for OPAL to withdraw its request or its complaint and have FTA then say that this is a closed issue. I don't know whether they're going to be willing to do that, because I think this is probably setting national precedents and will be something they actually want to make a determination on. So I want to make clear that the reason we're not considering this is because of what we feel was a surprise action by OPAL filing this Title VI complaint. Well, thank you for your comments, but you're wrong. And so I want you to know that. And so once this complaint is resolved one way or the other by FTA, we will bring this ordinance back forward for consideration. So again, thank you very much for your time. I think we're going to take about a 5-minute break.
Yahoo! The system fails again!